Hi Libra, hope you're well. It's Rebecca from Birds and the Bees Tarot. Going to be using my own deck. So this is actually a new deck, like it's my deck. I've had it for a couple of months, but I've opened a new deck today. So it's a little bit more slippery, so there might be more cards coming out than normal. I have pre-shuffled these. This reading is going to be an overview for 2023. So there's 7 cards, and if there's more that come out on each shuffle, well, there is, and I'll go into that. But Libra, okay, so the first card that we are wanting to come out is a sunset. So that is the lessons that you have learnt. Well, not learned, but the lesson that you've become aware of. The lesson that you need to become aware of for last year, for this year, 2022. What is the lesson that Libra needs to become aware of for 2022? What's the lesson that they need to become aware of for 2022? It's a lesson that Libra needs to become aware of from 2022. Okay. Got some cards out here. Maybe you've jumped into something too quickly. You've gone more towards your North Node, which is Aries. Being a Libra, your North Node is an Aries. So you may have taken on a trait of an Aries person and jumped into something too quickly. Jumped in feet first, and whatever happens, happens. So that may be a lesson that you've become aware of. Because of that lesson, you've come up with some conflict. Because you've jumped into something possibly too early, Libra, you have come up with some conflict, because the Five of Swords talks about conflict. You have had to have some strength in this situation. So you've jumped into something too early, which has brought conflict. So you've had to pull on that strength of yours, that inner strength. You've had to possibly had to have some patience and waited for something, and you're possibly not used to waiting on something, on outcomes. If you've taken more of an Aries approach, as in your North Node, you could be working on a project with others. So that's, maybe this was a project that you're working on, and you've jumped too quickly, too soon. So you've had to have some strength, patience, and maybe it's become more than what you thought it was going to be. Where Libra, you like to be a bit more grounded and a bit more balanced. Being a Libra, being the scales. So that would have sent you into a bit of a spin, actually. But you have joined together with others to build on that. 3 talks about growth. So you have grown from that lesson that you've become aware of. You have had to be creative, and you may have been joining together in a group of people. So you may have had to ask others for some help or in regards to time or money or whatever that may be. The Three of Coins talks about having cooperation. So you may have been learning, you may have had to listen a little bit more and come up with a solution. There's been no limit to what you can manifest together. So joining together and working together, you have been able to manifest an outcome, or you will be able to manifest the outcome. Okay, so I'm just going to move these up here because we've got so many for that particular part. All those jumped out. So that's a sunset. So that's a lesson, the lesson that you have become aware of from 2022. Okay, the next card out is card 2, the horizon. What can you expect for the next year? What can Libra expect for 2023? I'm not going to take that many. Okay, Libra, what you can expect for 2023. You can expect that you are going to be in a loving relationship. Whether that be with, you're going to come in contact with your twin in a relationship, but you are going to be very much in love. Tens talk about completion and the end of a cycle and renewal. So the Ten of Cups talks about having that loving union relationship with another person, whether you're in a relationship already or whether you're not. If you're not, you are going to have that in 2023. So that's really nice for you. Libra, it's all going to come together. You can talk about community. You can talk about harmony in your relationships with your family. Divine connections, as in what I was talking about, twins. You may be opening your heart and expanding yourself, so you're becoming more whole, and you may also be coming in contact with your community a lot more. But it is seen as a happy family relationship, love card. So that is what's on the horizon, and that's pretty good, Libra. That is pretty damn good. Okay, so card 3 for you is the obstacle, a challenge that you're going to face. What challenge is Libra going to face in 2023, Spirit? What is the challenge? What are they going to face? What's the obstacle? What's the obstacle? What obstacle is Libra going to have to face in 2023? What's the obstacle that they're going to have to face? What challenge are they going to have to jump? What hurdles are they going to have to jump over in 2023, please, Spirit? Okay, the challenge for you is going to be the hanged person, meaning you're going to have to take some time out. You're going to have to do a little bit more thinking and maybe resting. You may have to surrender to the will of the cosmos, surrendering to spirit, letting things happen, taking away control. So letting go, embracing the new. Maybe you need to realign your heart and your purpose. You could have to make some sacrifices. You could be also wanting to have some spiritual teaching. So you may join up to a meditation group or a yoga, Reiki, tarot. You may want to learn tarot. but you are going to have some sort of an alignment. So that's going to be challenging for you because you've learned that jumping into things too quickly doesn't work for you. So you need to take some time out and surrender. Take that intentional pause, reflection, let go of the outcome. So you may have a chance to look at something from a completely different perspective. So when you let go, things happen. You are going to make some space for some new insights. So you have that wisdom and enlightenment in you. You just need to possibly find that again, Libra. Okay, so the next one out is your strength. So what is the strength that Libra can harness to find that inner power? What is the strength that Libra has? Four of Swords. Exhaustion. Exhaustion. Four of Swords talks about needing rest, Libra. So that is going to be a strength. So you need the time to take the rest. If you don't, you're going to just, you're just going to end up in torment. A tower is going to come in and blow everything apart. Okay, the Four of Swords talks about, Libra, you need to take time out and rest for yourself, whether that be read a book, go on a holiday, even map it into your diary, so then you take pauses. Okay, you may need to, maybe you're going to boss up, maybe you're going to delegate as the King of Pentacles, the King of Coins. Learning to delegate what you need to, instead of doing everything yourself. Resting, delegating, being more, managing your time and your money better, instead of just winging it. Speaking your truth. Queen of Swords, maybe you need to realise that it's time for you to look at everyone differently, that they do all have a story. We do all go through different things in our life. You need to take time out. You need to speak the truth and be direct, open up, delegate, organise, but take rest breaks. Take the rest breaks that you deserve, that you need to recuperate, because otherwise the towers will be sent in. So you need to be more of an unbiased decision maker. That is your strength, is that you are unbiased. That's another strength, is that you are an excellent communicator, that you are wise, you are honest, and you have integrity. Libra, you have a really good radar, so you're able to pick up on things. Your perception is spot on. You have intelligence, and also being direct brings the truth to you. But you may need to boss up and delegate here, instead of doing everything yourself. Manage your finances better. Don't be so, get grounded. Get grounded. That's what I would say. Okay. So you may also be moving as well. Chariot talks about movement. So you may be moving house. You may be moving business. It can also talk about victory, determination. You might be going on some travel. Talks about having control and willpower and the confidence. So you have all of that. So these are the strengths. So having the rest, delegating and being good with your money, speaking the truth and trusting that perception of yours is going to be successful. You're going to be able to pull on those strengths to gain what you need to gain in 2023. Okay, so the advice for you for 2023 from the lesson that you found out. The lesson that you found out is about jumping into things too quickly. So heading more towards your north node of an Aries and being flippant, brings conflict. You don't want that. You need to gain on your strength, be Leo the Lion and strong, work on projects together, and that will make things easier for you. So able to manifest the desires and the outcomes that you want. So more hands make the light work. That's what this talks about here, delegating. All right, so the advice, so the lesson that you learnt last year. What is the learnt lesson for Libra? What's the advice for Libra? Okay, the learnt lesson is that you need to slow down. Things will arrive in divine timing. You can't push them. Slow down. Knight of Coins takes their time. They do arrive. They're stable. They're secure. They will get there. Guaranteed they'll get there. But you need to become more grounded and arrive safely. So instead of going hell for leather on a motorbike 100 million miles an hour and maybe falling off and breaking your leg and your arm and breaking your head, it's a good idea to go slow on the horse and the carriage that's going to get you there, because you will get there. So that's what that card there is talking about. Then we've got the Hermit next to it. The Hermit talks about going within, taking time out, relaxing, and finding out about how not heading straight, thinking about things a lot more, taking the time out to think more, plan more, get to where you need to be instead of just rushing from one thing to the other. It might be a time for inner reflection. It could also be a good time to do some soul searching. There could be an opportunity to become a spiritual mentor if you wanted to be. You have this guidance within you. You just need to possibly maybe do some meditation as well. So a hermit means that taking time away from the chaos and a busy life. So basically you're going to be hermiting, go into hermit mode, and if things take time, they take time. It will all get there in the end. Okay, so the navigation, the guidance for the year ahead. So that's one. How many have we got? What did I just do? That was the advice. So the advice for this lesson is to take your time, become grounded, slow and steady wins the race, and hermiting. Okay, so the navigation, the guidance. What is, it is a new cycle, Libra. A new world. It is a new world, a whole new world. This is what you need to, that's the advice. It's a new world. You have emerged into society. You've learnt lessons, and you will be arriving into a beautiful butterfly, becoming more aware of your surroundings, smelling the roses, taking your time, do some hermiting if you need to, but that is the guidance for you for the year ahead, Libra, that you are going to have achievements. There will be happy endings. You are going to receive success and abundance, and there are new levels of consciousness. So you are really traveling the world as such. That may be literally, you may be going on that holiday that I've spoken about. All right, so the clarity, your personal theme for 2023 is that you are moving out of choppy waters. The boats come from the choppy waters, Six of Swords. You are moving away from chaos, moving to the smoother water here, and new opportunities. Smooth sailing, taking your swords and moving away, moving away from the chaos. There may be a King of Cups coming towards you, male or female, it doesn't matter. They could be coming from a distance. This card here, the Six of Swords, can be that your ships are coming in. Your ships are coming in for your clarity, and that may be that there is a Scorpio on the way. A loving person, genuine, very romantic, loving. They may be either coming towards you to give you guidance as such. They may be wanting to offer you a relationship, whatever it is for you. But this is a new world. So as I said before, we have the Ten of Cups here, and that was for what you can expect, I think. What you can expect. A new relationship. King of Cups. Someone that is loved up, coming from a distance towards you. You're moving away from all of that. You have moved away. You've left the past behind. And this is what's going to happen for you, Libra. Someone is going to arrive. That's your personal theme for the year. So that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. So you're letting go and you're releasing what no longer serves you. You are going to a time to move away from that stuck energy, leaving your old reality to pursue a new one. So you're leaving those abandonment thoughts and disappointments, and in arrives the King of Cups, that loving, loyal, genuine, caring person that wants to be with you. Male or female, does not matter. Okay, so the Six of Swords, as I said, can talk about someone from a distance. Can be some help, it's help arriving at the perfect time. So help arriving at the perfect time. So you may have a genuine love coming towards you at the perfect time. You're moving beyond trauma or shadows of the past. You've had that personal evolution. You are on a spiritual transition or journey. And in arrives the King of Cups. Wow. That's good, isn't it, Libra? Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I will talk to you next time in the next reading, which will be the January readings. So I'll leave it at that, and yeah, Happy New Year. See you, Libra.